Hi everyone, and welcome back to another exciting Metal Bunny review. Today we're taking a look at the Loyal Subjects Transformers Action Vinyls Shockwave. Now Shockwave is probably my favorite of all the Transformers. I've always kind of preferred Decepticons to Autobots. I've always thought they're cooler. I kind of like the bad guys. And Shockwave is absolutely my favorite character. Starscream and Soundwave are close runners-up. And of course, when we're talking about Autobots, it's got to be Grimlock. But as far as general overall character, Shockwave it is. So before we kind of get talking about the toy here, I just want to bring in the box real quick, just so everybody kind of has a peek at that. Nice big window on the front. Now, obviously, as I'm sure you can already tell, this is not one of the blind box figures that you get. This is their kind of oversized 8-inch version that they have here. And I really like it. It's super cool. And I like how everything that they've done here is a great homage to the G1 line. They have all the cool logos and stuff. I like how they have the more than meets the eye. Here's what it looks like on the side. Nice big Decepticon logo. And then, of course, another one on this side. And then on the back, it's super cool, kind of reminiscent of tech specs. They have this awesome look, this kind of schematic look of Shockwave himself with everything that he has, the translucent arm cannon, the hypersensitive antennae, the articulation, which we'll get into here, and of course the translucent hands, which I'll show you in greater detail as well. So anyway, let's get the box out of the way. That's not the fun part. The fun part's the toy itself. And there he is. And like, what's not to like? I've been getting into this vinyl stuff in a big way lately, whether it's the X Plus figures for my Godzilla collection, or the stuff that Funko does, or these new Loyal Subject figures. I like them a lot. I kind of have a bit of a soft spot for kind of, chibi, super deformed, kind of cute versions of things, of popular characters. And of course, this is no different. So let's just do a quick kind of spin around of him here. Bit of a 360. You can kind of see some of the details that he has. Lots of great painted detail. Not much really to speak of on the back, and I think that they're well aware that you're not really looking at the back, which is fine. And then all the way again here to the front, but there is lots of nice kind of painted detail, like on his chest there. There's all those vertical lines that have all been painted in, which look really good. But then as far as sculpting detail, all these lines kind of around his eye are nicely sculpted in there as well. It feels really nice to the touch. The whole figure, it's kind of got a nice heft to it. It's not like a super light vinyl figure. I think it's probably even heavier than a lot of the X Plus ones, because of course they're mostly hollow. No accessories, but he does have these awesome translucent appendages here. His one hand, and of course his laser cannon. Now, the laser cannon, that's my one flaw with the figure. Yeah. I hate that. I'll give a lot of action figures kind of a free ride, and I'll say that it's good, even though I have kind of pet peeves with it. But there's 3 things that I can't stand. Number 1 is loose limbs. I hate it. Now with this one, because it's vinyl, as you can hear that probably, I can kind of wedge it into place like that to kind of get it to stay, which is fine. But now I kind of have a bit of a ridge here starting on his actual arm, but whatever. It's just going to be on my shelf anyway, I guess. The other thing is bad paint. I hate, especially like kind of when a figure has like googly eyes. That drives me nuts. One of my Masters of the Universe classics is like that, and he's actually kind of still in the box, as it just drives me nuts. And of course, as you could probably tell with my Indominus Rex review, if you've watched that at all, figures that can't stand up by themselves just drives me nuts as well. So, but that's the one thing, and it is kind of fixable. It's not with both. This hand is fine, but this is kind of what you can look at for articulation in his hands. Now, the arms here, I think, are meant to move. Mine are so tight that I need to kind of warm them up with a hair dryer, but at the same time, like this, like I don't really feel the need to get more of a pose out of him than just kind of his static stance like this. It's a vinyl figure. Like, that's kind of all you need. It just looks cool as it is. Head moves, you can do 360 with that. There is, of course, his hips don't move, but his his legs do. And they just kind of have a little bit of a ball joint there. So nice squeaky vinyl. Love it. So anyway, I'm just going to move him back here and give you a bit of a size comparison because this is one of their 8-inch versions. Here he is next to current Combiner Wars Alpha Bravo, who's, I love, this is a great figure. I like it a lot. And here he is next to Leader Class Megatron. So that's just kind of a good idea of how big this vinyl figure is. They did a great job. They also have a 5-inch line as well, where you can get, I think right now all they have is a Grimlock and an Optimus. And I'm going to try to get the Grimlock as soon as I can here. So anyway, all in all, I love it. It looks great in my shelf. It goes with all the vinyl stuff that I've been getting. I have a lot of the blind box figures as well, as I'm sure you've seen them too. They're great. I really like what the Loyal Subjects is doing, especially with this kind of second and third wave of the Transformers figures. They're bigger, they're bulkier, they're better detailed than that first wave. So all in all, I'm very happy. This was a great purchase. That one arm, the laser cannon arm, I can kind of let it go, but just love it. Love the chrome kind of paint there with the Decepticon logos and his antennae there. Whoa, man, I'm having a hard time saying that word today. So anyway, yeah, it's great. I hope you guys like it. I would certainly recommend picking it up if you're thinking about it. So that's it for me today. Obligatory mention to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next review. And until then, happy collecting.